The coalition of councils challenging the Ulez expansion has been defeated in the High Court today. Susan Hall, the Conservative Party candidate for mayor, is up in arms about it. And I'm sure Sadiq Khan is terribly happy. But the problem with Ulez is it makes getting around London almost impossible. It forces people to rely on public transport, which is unreliable, and it's based on an ideology which I think is not entirely tested. Now, the High Court was looking at whether or not the rules had been followed in expanding Ulez, and on the technicality, I suppose it was correct. But whether or not that's enough, and we saw from the Uxbridge result that really the Ulez scheme is not popular, and I think this is going to go beyond party divisions. I think it's about the future of London. And on the one hand, I think we have to tackle toxic air, and we have to protect people who are living in London and doing work in London. But at the same time, we have to find a way to do work in London. And there are parallels here to Suella Braverman's migrant problem. You can't stop people coming into the country without providing safe and legal routes. You can't stop cars going into the centre of London without providing decent transport, and the decent transport doesn't exist. And even if you get rid of the reliance on the tube or on buses, and I must say I'm very reluctant to use the tube these days. You cannot get a taxi in with any speed, and that's partly because following COVID, I think 6,000 taxi drivers stopped working, and they haven't been replaced.